Hi there, it's Nancy Weekly again from Human Potential LLC, and I wanted to share something that was kind of a surprise to me. I was in the process of taking some practice exams for my Discipline Agile coach, and there came up a question that specifically called out a scaled agile framework as being likened it to a waterfall approach. So that got me a little upset. I did contact the owner of the exam and ask specifically what he meant. He directed me to Google a few things, and I did. And what my personal opinion is that those people that are believing that SAFe is a waterfall approach is really a poor implementation of SAFe, or more specifically, a lot of what they want to address is that the customer, they're saying the customer is further removed, that all this PI planning, all this program and solution level put in place is removing the customer from the opportunity. They're also saying that it's basically a Gantt chart with sprint put in there 10 times and is really not a agile process for the business. And I totally disagree, because I do believe there are opportunities here. The key thing, though, is this product owner. The product owner definitely needs to be engaged in communication with both the customers and the business owners, and they need to be able to communicate those changes and desires very specifically. And a lot of time the product owner does not know that outside of even all of this process, that this product owner needs to be engaging with the customer, needs to be engaging with those business owners, and bringing enough information down to these teams to be able to represent them at the iteration level with the team. And if they can't, they have the opportunity to bring that business owner or customer into a working session with the team, or like I say, in each one of these iterations, you have a demo here. This demo is a perfect opportunity to bring them in and have them review and accept what is being developed in these iterations. There's another opportunity here. So you have the product owner role as well. And with the product owner, they do engage the PI planning process with the PO syncs. The product manager and the product owner should be in communication here. So here's another great communication facility that if there are changes and flexibilities that need to change. You've also got the epic owner at the portfolio level. The product owner is a contributor to the strategy, vision, and roadmap. And a lot of times I see that this is not happening as effectively as it could be. But you've got demos. You also have your system demos, which that should be product owners participate in along with everybody else. But that is also syncing up the entire iterations and what is being developed with the art that is running. So I was a little confused on that. I wanted to bring up this point that there can be some poor implementations of SAFe, and that there are several opportunities. And even in regular Scrum, which I'm using a Scrum here to define this, I probably should make this Discipline Agile, since the other point that I wanted to bring up is about the system architect. I also believe that the system architect needs to be communicating with the dev team, and in Discipline Agile, we actually have an architecture owner role on the Scrum team. And that role can sometimes be a team lead or part of the dev team, but sometimes that is also a product owner, but in rare occasions, not always is the product owner technical. But if this happens to be a technical solution or something the product owner is familiar with, he can sometimes serve that role. But he does have an awful lot of other responsibilities. He or she has a lot of other responsibilities going on, and there is things, engagement outside of these processes and framework that needs to be happening on a continual basis with that product owner. So if your product owners are not engaging at the level they need to be with the business owners and the customers, or not bringing them in at the team level to make sure that collaboration is happening with the customer, then you're right, you're going to have a gap in business agility. But you also have all of these inspect and adapt opportunity here. This is a full week activity that can be changes making up. So what you're learning as you're progressing through these iterations is going to be brought up into and can be replanned. And you do not have to wait until the next PI planning segment to make those changes. So that whole thing confuses me. The product owner has full flexibility over these team backlogs and reprioritizing that based on what is, defined by the customer. There's also the product manager has full flexibility right here in the program backlog of moving features around, even if you've got something planned out for 2 iterations and you need to move that feature up or back. There, you fully have that capability. Now, is that more work? Do you need to call, the sessions? No, you get that in alignment and can feed it down into this Teams backlog if necessary. So again, I'm very confused on why people would consider delivering this value to the customer sooner and quicker, and incorporating that feedback is to still be considered a waterfall approach. So if anybody disagrees with me, feel free to write that down at the bottom. I will be asking my Discipline Agile team why on earth that was even in a practice exam, and if that would be on the exam. I will still 100% answer no, because it really goes against my grain on this and my beliefs. So I'm going to stand by that principle. And to me, SAFE is not a waterfall approach. Those of you that have a differing opinion, I'm sure that is based on your experience. But for my experience and what I see, I do not see SAFE as being a waterfall approach. Thanks for listening. Bye.